Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Mana. We are still in the Ice Country, and we had just gotten out of that little paradise town in the middle of the Ice Country where they were using the Fire Spirit Salamander to go and power a kind of furnace sitting in the middle of the town. It raised the temperature magically, I imagine, in the area, so it produced a nice temperate climate. Well, when we released Salamander, the entire town fell apart and everybody had left. The Scorpion army, who were running it, they just abandoned it. Now that we've done that, we can move on over to the Ice Palace. Or what I'm assuming is an Ice Palace. I don't think it's ever called that. And you're also going to see me, well, not use what I would consider to be the best strategy. Oh, it's Miko. Or Nico. I could buy stuff from him. I think maybe he has armor. Let's go take a look. No, he doesn't have armor. Or if he does, I already have the good enough armor that's better than that. If you need to, you can use Nico to go and restock your items. But of course, remember that Nico charges twice as much as a regular shop would. Stupid wolves. Damn it, Prim, get your ass out here so we can move on. Bad pathfinding, folks. Here's one of the irritating things I find about this part of the game, and it was sort of exacerbated by the way I chose to play through it. Once you get to that resort town, it was, I think it may have been called the Tropics or something like that, but that might not have been its name. That town does not have a store of any kind. It doesn't have an inn. It doesn't have any way of resting. So you have to just push through. And it's been a while since we've been to Tudu, so we can't really run all the way back there every time we lose a character or we start running low on items or anything like that. So you're going to see me do a rather irritating strategy here. I wouldn't call it irritating. That was a poor use of words. But an unusual strategy. And because of the fact that I had gone and chose to go to the Ice Country rather than Karaka first, which is the desert land. Oh, can't get through there. Let's try again. Nope, it doesn't work. What's going on here? There's got to be a way around. Now, I'd gone to the Ice Country before I went to Karaka, and now I think you're really supposed to go to Karaka first, but it doesn't really mess with the story too much if you go this way, and it allows the game to progress along smoother. So I went to Ice Country first. The problem is the enemies are a little bit more powerful there. So they outclass my characters a little too much. Compound that with the fact that there aren't really accessible towns around for you to go and recover, aside from Tudu. So, you see what I'm doing here is a rather weird strategy of allowing my other characters to die. And now they're unconscious or dead, they're seeing the Reaper, all of that. And Randy is going it alone. The reason why I'm doing that is because I do not want to waste a couple wishes trying to recover them. At the same time, I do not want their characters getting in the way, preventing what you'd seen outside of the palace Prim doing, where she got stuck in a bunch of trees and Randy had to sit there and fight that wolf there because she wouldn't follow. So you see what I'm doing is not really fighting all the enemies I see, running past some of them, with the other characters unconscious so they don't hold us up. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, maybe it did. It's kind of funny. I sort of caution you against doing what I did here, because it is something that I've done before, but it's not something that always works. Sometimes these enemies just catch Randy, and without another character to help you out, if he goes down, the game is over. So it's something you really have to just be really careful if you're going to do this. I was even playing a little bit recklessly. Not like I should be healing Randy right now. Okay, maybe not, but it's just something that you had to be careful of. I hate this book. Lucid Barrier. Now that's a spell we're not going to be able to use for a while. But the idea is that it blocks an enemy attack. Physical attack, not a magic attack. It can be useful when you're trying to rush past enemies. Which is what I'm doing here, I just don't have the spell. Book. See how easily I can just run around enemies? If I had the other two characters conscious, this just wouldn't work. Oh, what do we have here? These things again? Now, despite the boss music playing, this is not actually a boss battle, not a real one anyway. And these enemies are actually no stronger than the ones, the version of this enemy that we fought outside of the Water Palace. And remember how much of a pain in the ass that was, but that was quite a while ago. Now, we're stronger than that now, than we were before. If the other characters are conscious, we're able to use magic. Our levels are higher, we have stronger weapons, and higher weapon levels. So, we're just going to rip our way through these things. Now, the lizard that comes out, notice what happens when it eats Randy. It did, as far as I can tell, no damage to him. And if he does do damage, it's only going to be like 1, 2, or 3 HP damage. So you don't have to worry too much about the lizard just eating you. See, here we go again. Did no damage to Randy, but did quite a bit of damage to the lizard. So there we go. This is not going to be a very difficult fight, but unfortunately it will take a while, so I'm going to race this along, so you don't have to sit there and watch this thing over again. Don't worry, this is not the boss battle of this dungeon. Wow, that sounds funny, doesn't it? And this is about 3 or 4 times the speed. Same strategy I used before, just stay off to the side, attack it with the whip or the pole arm or anything where you can attack at your periphery at a distance. There we go. 2 down, 1 to go. Okay, last one. That one appears to be stuck there. So we're just going to stay here and do some damage. These things have way too much HP. I just think it's funny. And there we go, that's the end. Now, that wasn't the true boss battle of the dungeon, so our other characters are not going to be recovering. Stupid frost blob. Need a whip. Have some trouble getting across this one. I don't know why. There we go. Just get past that. They will Moogle you if you let them. Oh, this looks serious. And you see I saved there. I'm using the save state system of the emulator. Just in case I died here. I didn't though, so whatever. Now here we have the Ice Gigas, the boss, the true boss of this dungeon. And now that we're here, I'm going to recover, bring these other 2 little guys out there and have them participate in the battle. Why? Because remember, they have magic! Now I also bought a couple of fairy walnuts. That way I can use magic, because remember, I had gone and used up all of my magic before. Now I'm going to use Flame Saber, a Salamendo spell that Prim has, because it does extra damage to the Ice Gigas. Unfortunately, it was blocked. That is pretty ridiculous, isn't it? One of the unfortunate things, though, was the Ice Gigas goes and casts his Ice Saber, which is an Udine magic spell on our weapons. Now, why would you say, like, hey, why is the boss going and giving our weapons a buff? Because, you know, that usually makes you do more damage or have special features. Well, of course, it's an ice enemy, so it puts the Ice Saber on your weapon, and you do less damage when you hit it. Now, it doesn't stop all the damage, and he doesn't absorb it or anything like that, but it certainly makes the weapon do less damage. Now, you could go, and every time he casts Ice Saber on your weapon, that you can go and put Flame Saber on yours. You can do that. Oh. But you'll just run out of magic too quickly. It's not really worth it. And he'll fly around like this, and suddenly, bam! There he is. Unfortunately, he blocks a lot of attacks. Don't worry about the magic attacks landing him while he's flying around like that. It still hurts him. At least I think it does. See, there it goes. Damage appeared once he materialized. And then Randy's attack went and damaged him. Stupid Ice Saber. Well, the reason why we're in Ice Country is because if we had gone to Karaka first, it would have been mentioned that the Fire Seed has gone missing. That's kind of unfortunate. And it seemed to have kind of an adverse effect on some of the nearby villages. So they were saying, like, oh, we need the Ice Seed back. Plus you need to go and... I'm sorry, not the Ice Seed. The Fire Seed. We need to go and get the Fire Seed back so these people will stop suffering. Damn it, Prim, you're worthless. Now, who had stolen the Ice Seed? Well, it was this Ice Gigas thing. So if we go and kill it, we can get the Fire Seed back. Why an Ice Monster wants the Fire Seed, I have no idea. But he does. You think he wouldn't want it. And for some unknown reason, I guess just out of pure coincidence, the... I'll get healing items out. Salamando, the Fire Spirit, was also kidnapped at the same time. So for whatever reason, yeah, that seems like a bit of a coincidence. It actually is. The Fire Seed going missing and Salamando being kidnapped are, like, don't really have anything to do with each other. Just complete coincidence. Cure that little red-haired bastard. Can't afford to have him falling unconscious here. I require his magic. Yeah, that did a lot of damage. Stick to what you can do, little bastard. Cast magic. What a disappointment. Hit him hard, hit him fast. I got a little bit desperate here, and I'm starting to spam him. Our little sprite friend actually managed to avoid taking any damage there. Okay, we're out of healing items, and we're out of magic and fairy walnuts. So, the HP we have now is what we're going to have to live with. And it doesn't matter, because the Ice Gigas is down. Holy crap, it's Santa! Wow, that was awkward. Santa Claus is a thief. He's also stealing mana seeds. Like, this very necessary thing for the magic of the world. What a bastard, I know. Oh, these damn wolves. Well, I'm going to bring this episode to an end, and the next one we'll head over to Karaka, the desert land, where we can put the fire seed back in its rightful place.